You know, I'm still playing catch up, so let's put a few things to bed.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Will, and welcome back to the channel. So, if you've been a long-time viewer, or if you've been someone fairly new, you might have noticed there's been a little bit of a slowdown of content coming out for you, reviews and things like that. Might have also noticed I took a little bit of a hiatus for like 2 months, sometime around the spring, and I missed a couple things. And I'm in my quest to try to catch up on things that I've done reactions for, or things that I started doing reviews for and never got to finish. I'm gonna just kind of jam them all in this video right here. So you're not getting one review or two reviews, you're getting three, hopefully in under 15 minutes.
You serious?
I don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't think I've done multiple reviews in one video before, but that's what this video technically is. So, is it a spoiler review for these properties coming up? Technically.
You are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
So that's what this video is that you're going to hopefully stick around and watch for the majority of the video. Or just let me play in the background while you take care of business or whatever that you do on your personal time. I don't know. I don't control your life. So this is going to be a quick review, spoilerish type amalgamation of a review video for the last 4 episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action series that was on Netflix, season 1 of Fallout on Amazon Prime, and as well as the newest incarnation of Doctor Who. I'm just going to touch on all 3 because I'm a madman, and we're just going to see what happens, because that's what we're doing now. We're just doing stuff and seeing what happens.
Just do it!
If you happen to enjoy this video, if this happens to be your first time checking out one of my videos, this, like I've said for like a couple of them, this is a weird one to start on, but I welcome you all the same. My name's Will, and I do geeky stuff on this internet, reviews, reactions, just whatever I feel like. Sometimes I'm just a big old nerd and I just like to express myself in a digital space, and I like to have fun, and I hope you do as well. So if this happens to be your bag and you're interested in hearing more of this sort of irreverent comedy or content, I don't know why I say comedy, just words came out of my mouth. If you'd like to hear more of that from a geeky bear like myself, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Let's start off with the oldest thing, Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action series on Netflix. I did reviews for the first 4 episodes way back when it first dropped. I thought I was going to be clever and do it for the entire series, each individual ones. That shit didn't happen. You know, overall thoughts of the last 4 episodes, maybe a couple little spoilery things, but this is based off of an animated series from the mid to late 2000s. So you've had time to watch it. They didn't really do that much different with it. Last 4 episodes of the live action Avatar, they were fine. It was basically completing a book 1. They jammed the other like 6 episodes that they rushed through in episodes 5 and 6, which again, it's been a while since I've watched the live action one. One of the things that they did, which I actually kind of appreciated, is that they introduced some of the other avatars fairly early within Aang's journey. So you got a little bit of time to get a flavor for each avatar. My only gripe with that is, and with the entire season 1, was that it was very rushed because you jammed like 20 episodes into 8 episodes. I was very much totally fine with the changes. I'm not like upset with any of the changes. I thought the changes worked for the story that they were telling. The visuals, especially in the last 2 episodes, worked pretty well. I'm not necessarily sure how season 2 is going to go. And there is a little bit of trepidation. Do I think they stuck the landing? Maybe a little bit.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
And it was a little rocky of a landing, but I thought the visuals were good. I thought the last fight was fun. There's a weird fine line where you're trying to put your own spin on it to be a little bit more adultish, but they need to balance that, especially with season 2, with a little bit more levity. I think one of the things that struggled with season 1 was that the levity within the show was minimal. There were moments, but it just felt like they were trying to appeal more to the adult audience, which is not a terrible thing because most of the people who watched it when they were kids are now adults. But I think you lost the balance which made the charm of the animated series work so well, was that you could tell a more adult themed series, but they're still kids and they should act like kids. And I think part of that just got lost a little bit in the translation. And I hope with season 2 and with season 3 that they find that balance with the characters to provide more levity within the more serious stuff that they do during the series. Again, it's been months since I've watched it. I enjoyed what I watched, but it's also not something I would go back and rewatch the first season again. I think there's still hope for season 2 and 3. I think they could really put some effort into balancing not only what they're trying to do within the shorter runtime, especially if they're not going to just get more episodes. I would just give them more episodes, but hey, that's the production thing. I totally understand. You have to learn to balance the levity with the seriousness. You can't lean more one way or the other. It just takes a little bit of a balance, and I think they can do it, but they just have to stick with the charm, not necessarily beat for beat, but the charm what the original animated series did. You just need to find your own charm within the world of the live action one. And also, for the love of God, do not screw up Toph. Like, if y'all screw up Toph, they don't give a damn if you're getting season 3. You're going to lose a lot more people if you up Toph. Don't screw with her disability. Don't screw with the jokes. Just don't. Don't her up. I'm still going to check out season 2 and 3 when they drop. And again, it wasn't terrible, but it definitely lost a little bit of the luster, especially towards the latter episodes. That middle block after episode 2, like that middle block really kind of suffered a little bit in certain elements.
I understood that reference.
After episode 3. The finale was fine, but again, it's like the first 2 episodes and the last 2 episodes were the first 3 episodes and the last 4 episodes of the animated series. And everything else just is like, well, we gotta fit everything else in. Give them more episodes. Let's just go with that. There you have it. Those are just my thoughts of the last 4 episodes and the season 1 as a whole for Avatar: The Last Airbender. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. Again, I know it's been a while. This is a catch-up video. That's what you're getting with this one. Onward to the apocalypse, where I'm going to now give my thoughts for season 1 of Fallout on Amazon Prime. I thought season 1 of Fallout was really good. I actually really enjoyed it. It had a balance of humor and, I guess, bloody gore that I feel like The Boys kind of lost for me after season 2, which, again, I'm comparing apples to oranges and stuff like that. But if you don't know what Fallout is, it's based on the Bethesda-produced series that's been going on for a very long time. I did play Fallout 4. That was my main and only game in the series that I played, but the series follows 3 different main characters within season 1, which were the Ghoul, played by Walter Goggins, Lucy, who is played by Ella Purnell, and Magnus, who is a member of the Brotherhood of Steel, who's portrayed by Aaron Modem. I thought having 3 different perspectives within the season was a smart idea. It gave you a flavor of different characters who all exist in this very crazy world of the Fallout universe. The world was basically irradiated by nuclear war, and the motif was very much the 1950s, 1960s. Lucy was a vault dweller who grew up in the vault. This is hundreds of years after the bombs dropped, so her idea of what the world is much different from someone like Magnus, who grew up in the irradiated world of Fallout and who has joined a group known as the Brotherhood of Steel, who are trying to reclaim the wasteland by reclaiming old technology. And the Ghoul, played by Walter Goggins, who is actually an old actor from pre-war times, who is survived the hard way by literally becoming undead, technically. I thought the visual effects in Fallout were great, especially for a television budget. I thought a lot of the practical effects were really good. And that's something you don't really get in a lot of series. I'll throw it back to Avatar. You can tell a lot of what was green screen, whereas with Fallout, a lot of stuff was out in the open, out in the world. You can just tell a difference with the production between the two series. I like the humor and the comedy within the Fallout universe. There's a weird, morbid humor throughout all the games that I think the series really played with in a fun way. Didn't take itself too seriously, and the time that did take itself seriously were pretty tough, especially the finale where Lucy confronts her father after he was kidnapped in episode 1, but through her adventure discovers her father was someone from pre-war times. There's huge conspiracies. He's responsible for the death of her mother. You find out her mother was from the surface, so Lucy's technically from the surface. It's a lot of intrigue, and it ties in very well within the timeline of the Fallout universe. I think season 2, it teases that they're going to New Vegas, which was one of the more popular Fallout games in the franchise. So it's very interesting to see how that progresses, where Magnus stands within the Brotherhood of Steel after he helps obtain the cold fusion technology. That was the whole sort of MacGuffin throughout the entirety of season 1. And Lucy and the Ghoul now teaming up to A, go after her father, but B, also look for his daughter, who, I don't know, is she a ghoul or did she get frozen in the vaults like everybody else? And I wonder if we're going to actually run into his former wife, who is also one of the architects of the apocalypse, because Vault-Tec was responsible for the apocalypse. Big surprise.
I am shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked.
I thought the writing was really well done. I thought the pacing of the series worked really well. Characters were interesting and intriguing. Having Lucy be our vault dweller and our intro into this world, as for people who have never played the game, but then you also have your Easter eggs like with Magnus and with the Ghoul, and just how you do an adaptation really well. And I thought Fallout Season 1 was really good, especially for someone who was not necessarily a huge player of the game. So I'm looking forward to Season 2. Let me know any thoughts that you have on Fallout Season 1, your theories about Season 2, anything I probably missed. I thought Fallout, I gave it 2 thumbs up if I was doing rankings. Well, I'm not really doing rankings. It was just a fun series. If you haven't checked it out, you should check it out. But yeah, check those things out. Last but not least, we are going to jump in to our gorgeous 15th Doctor in our new season of Doctor Who. This stars Ncuti Gatwa, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but I think I pronounced it correctly, as our newest incarnation of the long-standing Time Lord himself, the Doctor. It had a bi-generation with David Tennant's 14th Doctor. Yeah, David Tennant got it twice. Good for him. And so now there's 2 doctors just running around, but technically one's retired. And Ncuti Gatwa is our new Doctor, along with Millie Gibson, who plays Ruby Sunday, the newest companion to the Doctor. My first introduction to the Doctor was the 4th Doctor, Tom Baker. I used to stay up super late with my dad. I did get back into the revival of the series. I technically didn't really jump in on it until after David Tennant's official run was done. I started with Matt Smith, technically. I did watch a good portion of Tennant's, but Matt Smith was kind of my reintroduction into the series, so I watched Matt Smith. I love the 15th Doctor. I think he is complex in a positive way. I love the fact that he is very emotional. He shows his emotion. I mean, you're an immortal being who can travel time and space. I mean, you gotta kind of cut a rug whenever you can. And I just love how this Doctor has been portrayed in these 9 episodes. I had my favorite episodes and stuff like that. The 2-part finale was really good. I liked Rogue. I thought Rogue was really, really fun, like, tete-a-tete between Rogue and the Doctor. It shows off a little bit more of his fluidity when it comes to his sexuality, and I love that. I like the relationship between Ruby and the Doctor. They kind of tease that Ruby's done with the Doctor. I don't think she's done. I'm pretty sure she's coming back for the next season. The old woman, the neighbor, I forgot her name. It's right here. I know there's a lot of debates about who she is. Is she like another Time Lord, potentially? or is she one of like the other gods that he encountered in the season? Because we had Toymaker, who was the god of play, and then we had Maestro, who was the god of music, and then Sutek, who ended up becoming the ultimate big bad of the season, being the god of death. So I'm wondering if she's also like another god in hiding or something like that. I'm very curious to see where they're going with this Doctor. And I hope he gets a couple years in his run. I think they're introducing another companion too, so it'll probably be 2 companions, Ruby and whoever this new one will be. So I'm very much looking forward to that. But his personality, his delivery, just the way Ncuti performed as the Doctor, it was awesome. The writing was awesome. I really much enjoyed this season. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to season 2 of Doctor Who. It's good to have a stylish Doctor, especially because he changed his outfit a lot too, which I really appreciate as well. But that's my thoughts of this latest season of Doctor Who. Let me know any thoughts that you have on that one in the comments down below. I don't know if that's 15 minutes or not. It's probably more than that. We'll see what editing does. But that's going to do it for this video, this overstuffed multi-series, multi-project review video that I've done. I feel good because I caught up on a couple things that I missed. I'm looking forward to some things I haven't seen yet. I'm going to watch some movies, hopefully in the next couple days, for some movies that have finally hit streaming that I missed in theaters. So there will be some reviews for that. But let me know any thoughts that you have on any of the 3 things I talked about in this video in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much for checking out this and all my videos. I really do appreciate it. It really does mean the world to me. I'm getting the itch again to get back on the horse and to try to get back into a groove. It has been ups and downs, but I'm feeling like I'm on the upswing, and I thank you for checking out these videos and just taking the time, commenting, liking, all that fun stuff. It does mean a lot to me. Again, this isn't a job. This is just something I do for fun, and I'm finding the fun in it again. So that's cool. If you would please feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you would, you can follow me on a lot of different social media platforms. I'm on most of the major ones. Most of them are all Geeky Quill, but I have links at the description, and they'll show you at the end of the video. Like I said, I got a ton of videos on here you're more than welcome to check out. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And as always, until next time, just make sure you're kind to each other, love each other, and I will catch you later. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you did like this video, why not give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends? You can subscribe to the channel by clicking on my gorgeous little face right over there. You can follow me on all the various social media platforms right below. And last but certainly not least, if you've got a few extra minutes, why not check out one of the lovely videos floating right over here. Later.